Howdy folks, it's Moku here. I decided I want to start videotaping my favorites and just making videos that felt very reminiscent to the time in YouTube that I grew up in. So I hope you enjoy. For the month of July, I took a huge break from my grind being a market artist, and I decided to try and go a little bit more analog. So one of the things that helped me go more analog was moving away from things that would make me pick up my phone more often. And one of the things that I was always reaching for, or when I would go onto my phone, I would end up doom scrolling because I was just reaching for my phone, was trying to open up Spotify to listen to music. So one of the things that helped me was learning how to burn CDs. This is my little CD case. During the month of June, I started picking up CDs as well as burning CDs. I had never burned CDs when I was younger. Technology and learning how to do things like that really intimidate me. So I get a lot of paralysis, even though I have a desire to do it. But I felt like because I needed a break, I challenged myself to do that. And then another thing I decided to do was, off of Facebook Marketplace, I was able to find an iPod Classic. And I've always wanted one of these guys. And I got this for 25 bucks because the seller didn't have a cable, so they didn't know if this thing even worked. And I was like, for 25 bucks, I'll figure it out. So I've started downloading music onto this, and when I go out shopping or when I just go out to feel better, I pop on these little headphones and I listen to music while I shop around. Another music find that I'm gonna mention, I went to my local used record store and I was able to pick this up. I thought it was super cool because it was the first thing I saw when I walked in, and I loved Sailor Moon as a kid. I know many people who loved Sailor Moon as a kid. Most kids I know who watched it from Cartoon Network. And my love for Sailor Moon kind of is a little weird because I loved it as a kid, but then I retried watching it as a teen from the beginning, and I didn't like some of the filler episodes. It left a really nasty taste in my mouth. So then I didn't like Sailor Moon, but then I gave the series a retry after all of Crystal came out, and I actually fell back in love with the series because of Crystal. I know Crystal gets a lot of hate because they feel like it takes away from the characters, but I actually really like Crystal. And as someone who collected the manga and I read all of the manga, I feel like Crystal does follow the way that the characters are portrayed in the manga. And so I've rekindled my love with Sailor Moon because of that. I love Sailor Moon Crystal. I love the movies that came out after, and I also do love the manga. If you're someone who is particularly more fond of the older series, I give that to you. I personally don't care as much for the older series. I do know that there are some things that have been left out that were key in the older series, but I take it and I leave it. Next thing I wanted to highlight during my analog summer is I've been playing more video games. When I was grinding with my art, I dropped a lot of my hobbies when I draw because I spend so much time drawing. But one thing that's been really helping me heal back again this summer has been video games. And one of the consoles that I've re-fallen back in love with is my Nintendo 3DS XL. It's actually pretty fun because I decorated this case by myself. I have always loved like Deco Den, but it's always been very intimidating for me. So this was my first kind of attempt at doing like a Deco Den type case, although I went more for like a melted, I don't know how you would describe this, but I still had a lot of fun making it. As you can see, I do have a modded 3DS XL. I will not say I suggest it. I think if you are someone who is ready to put in the effort to do it, then I say go for it. But I spent, as someone who struggles a lot with like technology and like picking up new like skills and stuff, it took me about a week to figure out what the hell I was doing. But once I did get it, I have been enjoying it a lot. The primary games that I have been playing is I've been playing Animal Crossing. I've been playing Tingles, Rosie Rupee Land. It's like, if you look it up, it's a pretty strange game. I really don't know what I'm doing in the game, but I'm having fun regardless. I've also been playing Chibi Robo Flash. I've also been playing Persona Q. This has been really fun. I've never played any of the Persona games before. Another game I've been really enjoying is Pokemon. I haven't gotten as far with this one because I just grind a lot in the beginning of Pokemon games because I just don't like struggling through fights. So I've been doing that. Another game that I've been really enjoying has been Katamari. I played Katamari Reroll on PC. And I really loved it, so I ended up picking back up because I've had this one for a while, but I didn't have a console to play it on. So I actually recently got a PlayStation 3 Fat, backwards compatible, and I've been really enjoying playing different games on that. The main game I've been playing is this one. Can't say I love it as much as Reroll because it's just a lot more unforgiving than Reroll, and I'm just a very casual gamer. I'm just not sweaty enough. And then I have been doing this thing with video games where it's like, okay, I play video games, and then if for some reason I feel like I want to pick up my phone and start scrolling, I switch up. I switch to a different game because I really want to stay off of doom scrolling. Another video game that I want to highlight before I move on is Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak. Can you get it? This is a very old favorite of mine. Well, I tried. And when I'm switching between my different consoles, that is one game that I like to go back to. It's a very simple game, but I do love it. Another thing I have been really enjoying this month has been Magic the Gathering. I got the Sonic Secret Layers, and I didn't keep the original packaging because it's whatever. I actually play with my magic cards. I haven't been playing with my Secret Layers though, but I did get the Sonic bundle. These are just a few of like my more favorite cards from the set. As you can see, like I have a big thing for Rose. I wish in this set they would have had like Rogue. I think that would have been really cool. I would have liked to see more Chow Chows. But this card's also really fucking crazy. I do love playing Magic the Gathering. I wish I had more friends who were into it, or just like, I wish I had a bigger circle. I wish it was something I did more often. I haven't been to an in-store like Magic the Gathering pre-release in a really long time. I think the last pre-release I did was Bloomsboro. That was pretty fun, but I'm pretty shit at these pre-releases. Like I maybe managed to beat one person out of the like 4 different people I'll end up playing. Alright. Moving on. Another favorite. I don't want to show her off too much, but I did get this tattoo this month. It's a matching tattoo with my cousin and my best friend. My best friend got Kuromi and my cousin got Hangyodan. She is in the very ugly healing stage, but she's healing great, honestly, even though she looks atrocious right now. As someone who has quite a bit of tattoos, like, I know she'll turn out really good, and my artist was great. This is my artist. Highly suggest her if you want a super cute piece. She did it super fast. But I'll probably make a video showing how I heal tattoos eventually. Maybe I'll do a video showcasing all of my tattoos. It's a lot of fucking tattoos, so. But, you know, we'll see. Okay, another favorite I want to highlight is Paprika. I was able to get this steelbook edition from my local retro music store, vinyl store, record store, however you want to call them. I had never seen Paprika until this month, and after watching it, it has jumped up to one of my favorites, if not my favorites. I don't know. Labyrinth is still my favorite, but this is really up there, especially for animated film. I don't really watch anime nearly as much lately, but this has been really great. Next up on movies and shows that I want to highlight, I have been watching Chikwa. I've just been watching it on YouTube. I will watch it while I'm eating because I feel like eating is a time when it's very easy for me to doom scroll. But Chikwa has been just a heaven sent to watch. I started watching it this month. My favorite character is Chikwa. Call me basic, I don't care. I know Hachiwara is one of the more popular characters as well as Usagi, but you know, I feel like I relate a lot to Chikwa, where it's like I just need to go nonverbal and I just need to cry. Another anime that I have started watching again is Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. I had watched it when I was younger. I don't think I ever finished it, but I did watch it when I was younger and I did really enjoy it. It's really silly, it's really funny. And they they are out with a new anime continuation. I haven't picked it up. I really struggle with watching new anime. I like to watch older anime. I don't know why. The autism is like, we don't watch new things, we only watch old things. The last thing I want to cover with like trinkets and toys. It's harder to see, but in terms of trinkets on my phone, I actually have 2 little trinkets, little phone charms. I have one of Toro Inoue, I believe his name is, and Mimichi, Tamagotchis. And then other things I got, I was able to pick up a few Neopets blind boxes. And I was able to pull this one. This is the one that I was trying to get. I did pull a secret. I pulled this guy. And the last one I got with this one, I'm a hater. Okay. I don't know who the hell this is. This was the first one I pulled and I was so disappointed because out of every single one that I could have pulled, this was the only one I didn't know. So I have them. I would have preferred one of the other 2 that I don't have. Boom boom. Considering these guys are like $30 a box and it's a random pull, I don't think I'm going to be pulling for any more. I'll just have to wait and see if it just pops up on eBay for me to buy the other ones. But either way, I do want to start making YouTube videos. When I became conscious is when the internet was starting to blow up with YouTube and MySpace and like Neopets and Pinterest. That's at least what I remember of the internet. I know there were chat rooms and shit. I had MSN, but I didn't really talk to people. But anyways, I plan to make videos similar to what I had seen back in my day. If you want to see your weird next door neighbor, follow me. But that'll be all for today. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.